The legend continues yet, as the Hood Attorney discovers a spirit of justice. So I think we're going to Khura'in to save Maya or something. Because she got kidnapped again. Because she got nothing better to do. May 17th, District Court. Defendant lobby, number 3. What do you mean Miss Faye's still being held hostage? And who's the mastermind? Paul Addison was definitely more than a puppet. His benefactor was a one-point strings. But I have no idea who they are. So all we know is the person he was trying to give the orb to? Yep, they were just following orders. Whoever it is, they seem to really want to get their hands on the orb. So then, Miss Faye's abduction is work of the so-called benefactor too? Correct. Whoever they are in Khura'in, along with Maya. I wonder who they could be. Right, this is Maya, the spirit medium you've been talking about. She wouldn't happen to be the bun-haired young lady you defended back in Khura'in. Yeah, that's her. Why do you ask? I see. I think I know what's going on here. I've got good news for you, right? Maya is somewhere safe. That much I'm sure of. I'm afraid you lost me, my man. So that's who the little snot patron is. Saul sign makes sense. That dumbass has no idea I'm here in the States with you all. Dirk, could you, like, fill us in? Okay. No caller ID. When who's calling? Hello? Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes. Let me start by thanking you for taking such good care of my subordinate. Who is this? I believe you know me as Mr. Addison's benefactor. Sounds like they're using a voice changer or something to disguise himself. Where's Maya? Is she safe? I had my ears on today's proceedings. What a shock it was to hear the key to solving the Orbis riddle is a spirit medium. I admit I did not see that coming. But wait, did they plant a listening device in there somewhere? Nevertheless, don't think for a minute that it will guarantee Maya Faye's safety. She is not the only medium within my reach, you see. You have my hair on Maya's head, and I swear to God, bro. Right, give it here a sec. Wait. Hey there. How's it going, stranger? Who is this? Why, it's your friendly neighborhood dragon. I just happened to be in the US on a little trip. Minister of Justice. Inga Carkle Khura'in. Inga? What? Maya's kidnapper. Is Khura'in's Minister of Justice? Dirk? Is that you dirty turncoat? How in the... What in blazes is going on here? Just popped over to the States for a little R&R. But enough about me, Inga. That was a poor excuse for a bluff you pulled just now. We both know damn well your threats are as empty as your head. You can't lay a hand on Maya Faye, and I do mean that literally. Gah! What is he talking about? You can kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. Maya Faye, my only, how shall I say, insurance, Dirk. What? I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kind of thing I could do, right? Yeah. Glad you're seeing things my way. Meet me at Amara's tomb tomorrow, 3 p.m. sharp. And you better come alone. Got it. If all goes well, the orb is all you'll need to get Maya Faye back. Dirk, what the fuck's going on? You heard him. I had to get back to Khura'in at once. What? Why? No time to explain. But are you even gonna make it? What if they don't see stuff on the next flight? Plus, you're a wanted man. I'm not gonna just let you get on a plane. Let me worry about that, Mr. Justice. My nigga. Chief Flasket Red Shirts? What are you doing here? Taking care of the hostage of the hostage situation. Oh, now that you mention it, Paul did say that she saw you around in Khura'in village. Yeah, I'm looking into a few things while I was on my way back from Khura'in, including my situation, of course. I was astonished to hear she was still in Khura'in earlier, but it explained why I found no connection between her and Mr. Addison. Sorry to interrupt, but going back to the plane situation, I've taken the liberty of chartering one for us. It's ready to take off at any time. And I will do what's necessary to hide the fact that Dirk Samadi is on board. Whoa, must be nice to be chief prosecutor. Right, we have no time to lose. We must head for Karine at once. Right. I'm going too. After all, you're bound to need my help. No fair, I want to go too. This isn't a vacation, bitch. Besides, I'm gonna need you to hold down the fort. But... They should also only bring what's necessary. Sorry, Tracy, but do you mind holding on to this stuff for me? Damn, foisted on a Tracy. Fine. But you better bring back something besides just more evidence. Alright then, let's make haste. To Karine! So the squad heads on to... And that's how our sudden trip to the Kingdom of Karine began. I never imagined I'd return to the country of my youth under such circumstances, though. Alright. The whole squad's coming over. Gotta save Maya, who's... I can't believe Maya's kidnapped again. I at least want to like do an investigation with her, but whatever. May 18th, 2:30 p.m. Temple. That was a long ass flight. Sorry, 2:30 in the afternoon. Talk about cutting it close. The Kingdom of Karine. There's no time to reminisce, but I gotta say, they sure bring like memories. Hurry up, Apollo. Right behind you. Amara's tomb is located in the courtyard of Garon Palace. You should have just enough time to get there. Let's sprint there. Think you can keep up, Apollo? Yeah, sure. No sweat. I'll contact the royal family and the local police and inform them of our arrival. Good luck, Cedrus. Alright, so am I still Apollo? I sure am. Apollo? I'm sure it's placed me in memories, but choose your months later, time's running out. Okay, you're right. Wait, oh, I was supposed to move. My bad. May 18th, 2:45 p.m. Garon Palace, Royal Residence. I wasn't made for all the running and climbing and near drowning I've done this week. It's 2:45. Only 15 minutes left. She's like, see that cylindrical building rising in the distance? That's Amara's tomb. Mara. Isn't that the previous queen? The one who was assassinated. Yep. And I'm the one who pinned it on. It's gonna take a few minutes to get to the tomb from here. So, you've returned, Barbed Head. I've seen her before on the news. If I remember correctly, this is the Crown Princess Rafa Padma Karine. What are you people doing here? This is the royal residence. Commoners are not allowed entry without permission. Prosecuted from the States. Should have already called and requested permission for us to enter. That's why we're here, Your Benevolence. Have you seen Minister Inga? If you seek my father... Excuse me. I just saw him heading towards Amara's tomb. Was he with anyone? You know, like some shady-looking underlings or something? No, he was alone. Why do you ask? Maybe she has no idea about Miss Faye's abduction. You hear that? Think I have company. Big ass feet. Bow down before her glory! Her Eminence Queen Garon, Grand Priestess of Karine approaches! Huh? Garon? I hope I'm saying that right. It's... Queen Garon! Guards. Surround Amara's tomb at once. Yes, your remnants! Okay. What's she doing? Is she gonna help us out? Excuse me, Your Eminence. So, our Barbed Head lawyer returns. May I presume you are here for Maya Faye, the spirit medium who has been abducted? Yes, you may. Allow us to apologize for the criminal actions of our husband. Oh, it's no need to apologize for him. Honestly, Inga, abducting a guest in our country, how could you? Father, abducted someone? Your Eminence, what about those soldiers over there? They are the Garan Royal Guard, soldiers who serve the crown and no other. Royal Guard? They are an elite force selected from only the most loyal and outstanding of our subjects. But why do ornaments surround the tomb? The police will not come if it is my husband who is committing the crime. We shall have to storm the tomb and take Mr. Inga into custody ourselves. What? You mean... Garan, no, his hostage is in there. Dirk, how dare you set foot in the palace? Have you come to turn yourself in? Look, we need to call a truce for now. Garan Royal Guard, seize this traitor to the crown. As you wish, Your Eminence. Resist and you die! Wait a second. Slow down there, Garan. I'm here to conduct a hostage exchange. If you take me in now, my face is as good as dead. A hostage exchange? And why would he choose to do such a thing with you? We can talk about that later. Right now, I need to get in there before it's too late. If I can resolve this in 20 minutes, we can storm the palace. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Dirk, wait. Guards, allow the insurgent Dirk Samaya to pass. Barbed Head, you have some explaining to do. Yeah. Well, while we're waiting here... Paulo, why don't you explain the situation? What? But me? Leave nothing out, Hornhead. Or I'll dehorn you where you stand. Hornhead. He doesn't waste any time coming up with nicknames. And what's with the fucking attitude? Her father's the one who abducted Miss Faye. Do my ears deceive me, or did I hear talk of my father abducting someone? Oh, yeah, no, you heard right. He abducted Maya Fey, and... Insolent fool! Pardon my rudeness. A gentle soul such as my father could not possibly have committed a crime. Gentle? Isn't that nigga's gentle? I'm afraid it's true, Princess. He's holed up in that tomb as we speak. Really? I find this difficult to believe. Why would he do such a thing? Because he's a bad guy. Your benevolence, you saw your father heading towards the tomb. I did. I was over on that veranda, deep in thought. When I saw him hurrying towards the tomb, I'd say it was about 10 minutes ago. Why was he rushing? Maybe he was worried he'd be late? Did you see anyone else heading for the tomb? I saw no one else after he entered. So Mr. Inga and Miss Faye are the only ones in there, besides Dirk. Uh-oh. Who knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if he had a minion or two with them. Dirk, sure he's alright. It's only been 5 minutes? Feels like an eternity. Patience, Apollo, patience. May 18th, 3:20 p.m. Garan Palace Royal Residence. It's been almost 20 minutes. What's taking Dirk so long? The appointed time has come. All Royal Guard shall now storm in. Can't you wait just a little longer? No, we cannot. Every second we wait puts the hostage's life in even more danger. Therefore, we see no alternative but to order our guards to storm in. But that would Miss Faye's life in danger too. Guards, storm the tomb and seize Mr. Inga, along with the insurgent Dirk Sanmadi. Yes, Your Eminence! What? Dirk's under arrest too? Naturally, the traitorous snake assassinated my predecessor, Queen Amara. Now go, seize them both. Rah! We're going in! Follow me, men. For Her Eminence! Or Dihara Garan! I hope no one gets hurt. I don't know. Your Eminence! What the? Why are they running back out? What is the meaning of this? So something terrible has happened. Dirk, the minister, he's dead. What's this? What? Apollo, quick! Right behind you. Shit. No one enters without our... Come, let's see what has transpired. Yes, Your Eminence. Of course. Always. May 18th, Garan Palace, Amara's tomb. Where's Dirk? Apollo, over there. Oh. Dirk? Dirk, what have you done? Apollo, look. So it is Minister Inga who has fallen. Guard, seize this murderous man at once. Yes, your eminence. Surrender now or perish, royal scum. I meant rebel. No, wait. Okay, throwing a hand. Ooh, that was a mean left hook. Can we go at it again? Round 2? Dirk! They're taking him away. Ow! Dirk just threw something at me. Wait, this is the... You told me to keep it safe? Nick? Is that you? Maya? Are you alright? Dirk, he saved me. I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open. Maya! Minister Inga, the man behind Miss Faye's abduction, had been killed, and Dirk was arrested for his murder. So, it was that abduction of Maya Faye. So it was that the abduction of Maya Faye came to a sudden... What? Okay. With this, the curtain fell on the minister, but things were far from over. Alrighty then. Oh my god. So I guess somehow Dirk didn't do it, right? He's innocent even though he had a knife in his hand with blood over him. I mean, that's always how it is. May 18th, Garan Palace, royal residence. Apollo, what happened? I can't really say for sure. From what I can tell, it seems like Dirk has killed Minister Inga. What? You think he did it to save Miss Faye? Most likely, but who knows? I'm really confused right now. My father, this cannot be. I must see for myself. You're benevolent. We cannot allow you to pass. Fools, stand aside. Forgive us. We have direct orders from Her Eminence, Queen Garan. Father. Oh, Father. Dirk, you will pay for this. Apollo, let's go regroup somewhere. Yeah. Dirk, it wasn't really you that did it, right? Whoo! May 18th. Temple. You alright, Paul? Yeah. I was speaking with the local police. So, what's the time until he returns? Alright. I know Miss Payne stays shocked right now, but I need you to stay with us, Apollo. He's right. I can go to pieces now. Thanks, right. I'll be fine. May 18th, Temple. Right, Mr. Justice. I'm afraid I have some bad news. It looks like things will only get more complicated from here. Edgeworth, what's happening with Dirk? As I understand it, he has been officially charged with the murder of Mr. Inga. He has? However, I did manage to get some permission to investigate the crime scene, and I expect we'll be allowed to visit Mr. Sotomati shortly. Good looks. Man, I'm glad Professor Edgeworth is here with us. Also, it just happens that Detective Sky is here in Khura'in. Just so happens. So I have asked her to assist us with our investigation. What? What's she doing here? Seems like Sotomati has grown quite fond of her. He's been ferrying her all over the place. A few days here, a few days there. They almost become a team of sorts. Despite what Nayuta says, he thinks highly of Ima's skills. This is what now, Apollo? I should probably go pay Dirk a visit at the detention center. I wonder if I can Maya at the hospital. Where are you, Athena? Well, There's sword to be done. I'd better stay with Apollo and give him a hand. Alright then. I will accompany right. Alrighty then, we'll go our separate ways for now. Alright, if anyone comes up, anything comes up, yeah, my cell number. Okay, Dad. You know your way around here, Apollo? It's been over 10 years since I left, but I'll try not to get us hopelessly lost. Oh, man. A sacred spring and pathway for souls to follow. The old crime believe in the spring draws this temple. Okay. I mean, no, that's just... Let's see. Detention center. May 18th, detention center, visitor's room. Apollo, you're the old man, are you? Dirk, are they done interrogating you? Nope. Fun hasn't even started. I imagine they'll really rake me over the coals, though. I don't even want to think about how harsh their interrogation method will be. Yeah, but something compared to what they'll do if they find him guilty. They branded me as a terrorist who killed the previous queen and now the justice minister. Found guilty of these crimes, I'll be facing a very public execution. Public execution? That's worse than I thought. Come on, son, turn my frown upside down. You'll jinx us. As soon as I get out of here, I'll take you to this tasty hash house I know. Yeah, I like that. I really need to focus on what's happened. Time to switch to work mode. Dirk, can you tell us what happened? Oh, and there's also something I want to show you. What? Dirk, what happened in there? You didn't really kill Mr. Inga, did you? Well, the thing is, I really don't know. Of course you don't. I remember seeing the mural of the fountain line as I entered the tomb, but I got all dizzy immediately after that. Next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand, and covered in Inga's blood. So you don't remember meeting with him? Nope. Last thing I remember after entering the tomb was feeling really dizzy. There's no way to explain what happened if you can't remember anything. Yeah. I suppose there's no getting out of this one. But we can't give up yet. Ha 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 ha. I was messing with you, man. Fuck off, it's not funny. I'm sorry. Shit, man. Nothing seems to faze him. Not even being arrested for murder. It's gonna be one tough case, Apollo. Not only have I been charged with Inga's murder, but I've also been charged with Amaro's assassination from 23 years ago. Wait, you're on trial for 2 charges? Garant's practically licking her chops just thinking about public execution. Guess means we can't afford to lose our heads. Ha 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 ha. I don't know, you can laugh at a time like this, dude. I think you'll be defending me at my trial. Of course, you can count on me. My nigga. Looks like your nerves are as steely as those vocal cords of yours. After all, you got the defense culpability I have to contend with too. Oh, yeah. So if you're found guilty, then I'm fucked. Don't tell me you forgot about that. I'll be fine. I'd have to make sure we win this one. You sure? Cause you don't sound very fine. Apollo? What was that about an assassination 23 years ago? So about that incident 23 years ago, that was when the previous queen, Amara, was assassinated, right? Yep, someone set her private residence on fire. She lost her life in the ensuing blaze. And you were arrested for the crime. Why did they arrest you, Mr. Saimadi? Weren't you just a lawyer back then? Excuse me. About that, Amara was... well, she was my wife. I may not look the part, but I was once husband to a queen. In short, I was royalty. What? No way! Are you saying you won the heart of a reigning queen? Ha 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 ha. Come on, you're talking to a guy who honed his prowess against witnesses on the stand. Even the queen is no match for this dragon to clear. Oh, wow, you're really something else. So, was the verdict ever reached, Dirk? Well, technically that means Apollo's royalty too, but I guess we're gonna ignore that part. I acted as my own attorney and won. Until I was accused of fabricating evidence, that is. Then it all went south. Now, where have I heard a story like that before? What happened after that? I made a run for it. You ran? But why? I didn't kill Amara, and I didn't find any evidence. But if I stuck around for a retrial, I'd have been found guilty for sure. Couldn't allow that to happen. Amara was true killer would never face justice if I did. So, I left my law practice behind and went underground. But that was 25 years ago. Are you telling me after all these years, you still haven't discovered the truth? Yeah, the fact that it was an arson means that the crime seems reduced to ashes. There's little in the way of evidence left. Just been brick wall to brick wall. Guess it's all to me to figure it out, eh? Along with Mr. Ringo's murder, of course. She's probably gonna be sick, man. Come on, son, look slow down. Was he on the case to wake up somehow? I hope he's right. Hey, say, son, do you remember my office? Sure. Remember that messy, dimly-lit-ass room? The 5 masked and Amara's assassination was kept there. I think it might help you on this case. You remember how to get there? Let me think. Recall going in through a manhole. How can I not, Dirk? I hate how I always have to get so dirty going there. And that stench. That case is important too, but I should probably focus on the minister's murder first. Alright, so I'm supposed to show him something, right? Oh, the founders already react because he threw that to your boy. I see you guys if you had a zoom. Why are you telling me like that? I want to listen carefully, son. The orb must not fall into Garon's hands. Ever. I thought Mr. Engel was the one who was after it. He was the one who left him to prosecute Professor Buff to study after all. Whoops. So, haven't you exposed this crime now? I have, but there's more connected to this relic than meets the eye. Much more. And whatever it is, I can't help feeling that it could turn his entire kingdom upside down. He said something like that before. Looks like Dirk's intuition was at it again. Garon would do anything to retrieve this. So guard it well, son. At least until tomorrow's trial. Afraid your time's up. Nayuda. It's time for the prisoner's interrogation. So be gone, you putrid-headed bitch, nigga. Wait, don't tell me. You're the prosecuting attorney? What? But that would mean... Is there a problem here? Yeah, there is, bitch. He's your father. And your point is? My relation to the accuser is irrelevant. The fact remains, I'm a prosecutor. No, that's not what I don't think I'm getting through to him. Nayuda, long time no see. How have you been? Look, I hear you've been serving Garon, rather faithfully in fact. Whatever happened to our dream of taking her down and changing his country? The past is the past. What do you mean? Why are you doing this? It's simple. People change. The Nayuda you knew exists no more. Look, I don't know what made you change like this. But you're still my boy, even if you prosecute this case. The rest of the Defiant Dragons Night eagerly await your return. Whenever you're ready, we'll welcome you back with open arms. As I said, I've moved on. Now, let's waste no more time, for flowers do not blossom simply from the talk of the past. Nayuda, I get the feeling there's something he wants to say but can't. Guard, move the accuser to the interrogation room. Yes, sir. This way, you rebel motherfucker. Ow, watch it. That's so rough, asshole. Nayuda, are you seriously gonna prosecute his own father? Looks like he is. Alright, let's get out of here then. There's nothing to do here, right? We can investigate. Shit. Vibrant lotus flowers floating on still waters. Butterflies dancing about. It's almost supernatural in its beauty. And at the center of it all rises the tomb where Mars' soul slumbers. Makes you wonder if that bridge over there is a gateway to the hereafter. Yeah, it's especially as they're both Dirk and Inga crossed that bridge earlier. The previous queen, Amara, was laid to rest in her own private room. Tomb. Pretty impressive. They say it cost some $800 million to build, and it took only 400 workers. No, it took 400 workers 5 years to complete. Special memorial rites were also conducted at various points of its construction. It was quite an undertaking. It was built with donations from her devoted subjects and royalty of neighboring countries. It ended up giving a huge boost to the national economy. Whoa, Queen Amara's been one charismatic lady. The palace of Queen Garan is built to impress. Its white walls and gold ornamentation lend it to an imposing air. It makes Mr. Inga's residence look downright humble by comparison. Yeah, shows the difference in taste, and which one wears the pants, so to speak. Somebody got a little carried away decorating this place. There's a golden lion keeping watch at the entrance. The Phoenix is cowering under the lion's glare. Really? It's me. It looks like the frog is glaring at the lion. Come on, Nina. How does that make any sense? Huh? I just call him as I see him. I guess we'll have to agree disagree. I can't even see a frog. Well, this vase is knocked over. It's overturned an urn and I spilled water everywhere. Everything around it is soaking wet. Don't look at me. Oh, you're wrong. I'm guessing Thena's like gets blamed for a lot of things. The more people accuse her, the more defensive she becomes, even to the point of preemptively denying her any wrongdoing. I said it wasn't me! Bitch, I never said it was! Footprints? Are these footprints? They appear to be heading towards the tomb. Didn't Princess Rayford mention something about that? You know, something about him rushing over to the tomb before we arrived. I wonder if he accidentally dozed off before the exchange or something. Oh, look at the flowers. They give the whole house such a cute vibe. I wonder if this is where Princess Rayford lives. I doubt it. She doesn't look at the type to decorate with cute flowers. I mean, I may not know well, but she seems awfully serious and snobby. She probably uses nothing but roses and peonies. Stuff for you old people flowers, you know? Apollo. I think it's too much to ask that you not judge a book by its cover, huh? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Alright, I think that's everything. Yeah. So I guess I'm going to the crime scene. May 18th, Garan Palace, Amara's tomb. So, this is the tomb of Amara, the previous queen Karine. It's really lavish. I guess you could say it's fit for a queen. Is this the faceless woman in that mural over there? No, is that Amara? No, that's the Holy Mother. She's the one who brought the spiritual link to Karine. Oh yeah, the woman in the orb. It's you two. Getting right down to business, I see. What's up, Ima? We heard you give us a hand if we needed it. Yep, it was asking help where I could. So, it's been a minute since you've been back in Karana here. Yeah, more than 10 years in fact. Well, shouldn't waste any time. I mean, you're already mixed up in a murder. You're as big a trouble magnet as Mr. Wright. Please don't say that. My look's already shitty enough. Ima, I hear Professor Samaya has requested your services again. Seems to have really taken a liking to you. You mean his ephemeral holiness? I don't mind that he approves of me and my abilities. It's just, these people's skill needs some serious work. But when he measures with smiling compliments on work, it's hard to say no. Plus, working on investigation, but flying back and forth between here and home every day with no days off, that's been tough, and the lack of sleep has improved on my skin. Making matters worse, the defendant in this case, when I know. I mean, how could it get any worse? Okay, bro, I get it. Like they got one complicated prosecutor detective relationship going on. Alright. Actually, we should talk first. Yeah, well, we have to anyway. You know, have you determined the cause of death? Blood loss from a stab wound. A single stab in the back was enough to cause the victim to bleed to death. The missing time of death is 3 p.m., which is when Dirk came into the scene. Any suspects behind? Any suspects that splits besides Dirk? Nope. He, Maya, and the Mister were the only ones there. Maya had been tied up until she was freed by the Queen's Royal Guard. Could someone have been hiding somewhere in here? Unlikely. I was told the cistern was searched from top to bottom after the murder, and during that time, the Royal Guard set up a perimeter to prevent anyone from escaping. So in other words, the crime scene was completely sealed off. It appears so. Wait for third party to escape without being spotted, so... Fuck. One of those convoluted locked room mysteries. There's been a lot of them in this game. About the victim, Minister Inga. He was the kingdom's Minister of Justice, right? Yeah. Inga Karain was the second most powerful figure in the Karain. Plus, he was married to the Queen. It seems strange that someone of his status would abduct someone. Apparently, he only told a few of his most loyal subordinates about his plan. That way, there was little chance of the police or even the Queen finding out. What was he hoping to gain by getting his hands on the orb? That I don't know, but I'm working on it. Wonder if it really was for what Paul Ashton said. I must deliver to my benefactor at all costs. What do they want that rug for anyway? Heh heh. It's nothing to do with an old legend. My patron sees the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret. A great power that is said to be bestowed on whoever solves the orb's secret. In Karain, only those who can channel spirits said to be fit to rule. Is that why Inga wanted such power? Did he want to be king? So, this is the tomb of the previous queen. Yep, Queen Amara was laid to rest here. She also left an arsonist's blaze. What a tragic end. I heard the tomb sits on the actual site of her residence before it was burned down. They both on the same spot, so her soul can rest in peace. This is where the fire happened, eh? Why do you think Mr. Inga was holding Miss Faye captive here? It's a perfect spot, if you think about it. It's close to his private quarters, which made it easy to keep an eye on his prisoner. And the courtyard is only open to the royal family, so we had little fear of prying eyes. Plus, the tomb is normally locked, and only the royal family is allowed access. So that's why I picked this place. How long has Miss Faye been held captive? About 6 days. Really? That long? It appears that she was severely weakened by her prolonged confinement. She passed out as soon as she was freed, and that was on an IV drop at the hospital. She's been asleep ever since. Poor Miss Faye. Hope she gets better soon. Do you mind if we start looking around? Sure, we're at the okay. Knock yourselves out. Oh, and here. Oh, the diagram. It's a diagram the police drew of the tomb. I thought I'd give you a copy to help your investigation along. Good looks. Sarcophagus in the center of the room. What else gonna play? Oh, and let me know if you need my forensic expertise. Ho, my fucking... I can't wait. I really can't. Anyways. So this is the Amara's sarcophagus. Let's take a closer look. Hey, these curtains open, Apollo. It's one big ass sarcophagus. You see the mummy of Amara, the former queen, was inside. A mummy, eh? Damn, it's locked. Hey, don't touch that. You mean we can't search inside it? Not a chance. Besides, it's not something anyone tried to open anyway. What if the real killer was hiding inside? Hey, anyone in there? Don't do that. You're gonna get us cursed. Cursed? The queen likely bears a grudge towards the living after such a violent, painful death. So no one dares touch a sarcophagus for fear of incurring her wrath. Oh no, Apollo. What am I gonna do? Just don't look at me. Well, in any case, the sarcophagus' temperature is controlled. It's kept really cold to preserve the mummy. So even if someone did decide to hide inside it, they would eventually freeze to death. Oh, I see. But still, if it blows up, I bet a person could hide in there for a little while. Right, but it looks like you need a key for that. I guess... I suppose it's it right here. Looks like the Holy Mother was painted here to watch over Amara's sarcophagus. So it's like this team was protected by the founder. It must be so reassuring to those she left behind. Only one problem. They didn't pay the eyes she needs to do instead watching. Come to think of it, she doesn't have a mouth to swallow down the tomb with either. It's actually kind of creepy. I wonder if being watched over by something like that gives the queen nightmares. Hey, keep that up and the founder just might come and watch over you too. Look, one of those statues is broken. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to see from here. Check it out when we get it. Oh my, what the fuck? Let me fucking turn the camera around or whatever. Alright. Okay. Sarcophagus is surrounded by a curtain. There's someone could hidden behind it. True, but that's one of the many places the Dwarf Guard checked after storming in. Wow, they were really thorough. Yeah, well, apparently one of the members loves mystery novels. He appeared into every nook and cranny with an almost frightening amount of gusto. And he was done, he said. Very interesting. It's like one of those locked room mysteries. Sounds like he's in the wrong line of work. Wow, it's covered in blood. Well, the blood spider is large. It must have gone all over the killer too. But now that I think about it, the naked Dirk was covered all over in it. There's blood on Dirk's clothes. The circumstantial evidence points to Dirk being the killer. Yeah, so I conclude if I were a cop too. Why are things so bleak for me? Let's figure out this first. It's like a small army of monks, all neatly lined up. Looks like they're facing the sarcophagus in prayer. If you look carefully, each one has a slightly different expression. I wonder if they use real people as models. Some are frowning, some are smiling. Huh? There's one that looks like he's trying his hardest not to burst out laughing. Really? I don't know why. Maybe it's like those times when things are so intense, you can't help but laugh. You know, like at funerals and stuff. What the fuck? They went through all the trouble of depicting that. Talk about going. You're not gonna mention. Wait. What the fuck? Maybe it's those times. You know, like at funerals and stuff. What the fuck? Okay. My man just like skipped over that, like as if that was like a normal statement. Okay. Guess this is where Inga collapsed when he died. Try to take a closer look. Well, he has a phone in his hand and a gun. But wait a minute. No, I'll look at that later. They were taking the body away. Kinda sad how familiar we become with the body outlines. I have a photo of the body if you're interested. He was stabbed in the back. The poor guy was practically skewered. Was he wearing on his arms? Those are the cuffs of justice. Seems to be a tradition here for the Minister of Justice to wear those forearm cuffs. Look like they're made of thick fabric, so I guess they are for protection. Maybe they're for keeping the slaves out of the way when they're handling documents. Yeah, it's probably the original purpose. But over the years, the reason was wearing was probably forgotten. So now, they're just one of many traditional things that people do without knowing why. Ah, I see. Kinda like the way you roll up your sleeves, huh? Or your psychology, if we're going there. I happen to know why I started, thank you very much. Stabbed in the back with a knife. Interesting. Okay, let's look at this knife. So this is a murder weapon, right? Emma, did you find any prints on it? Yep, and they were super clear. They belonged to one Dirk Samadi. That's not good. Were there any others? There was one print from another individual, but it was too sparse to identify. It's probably an old print from someone else who had handled the knife. Huh. And another piece of unhelpful info to add to our ever-growing pile. You're not gonna add it? Okay. Interesting. I wonder if this is Linga's cell phone. Should be. His fingerprints are all over it. You know if he talked with anyone recently? There are a few calls logged between him and his underlings. They're all members of the secret police, who are directly under the minister's control. You mean like spies? I don't think that's quite it. Yeah, he had a blicky. The minister was armed, eh? Yep, that's a 4-shot pistol. He had it for self-defense apparently. But it looks like he didn't defend himself very well. Huh? He's carrying a broken gun around for show? Nah, we recovered a bullet here, which means the gun probably broke as the minister fired its last round. Thing is, the gun's chambers are all empty. Yet, that one bullet is the only bullet we could find. Wait, so does that mean he fired the gun? That's strange. Where'd the other 3 bullets go? Maybe Dirk ate them. You can ask him next time we see him. Just be ready for this particularly shocking answer. And again, that's not evidence. Interesting. Alright, so I guess that's everything here. Here. Is this supposed to be Amara channeling a spirit? I think the spirits of some country's sultan or something. And she seems to be conveying something to those retainers. She's on fire! This is the Amara's assassination is allegedly carried out by Dirk. And they really made him look evil. This is the weirdest one of all. That's supposed to be Dirk facing his punishment in the afterlife? Anyway. Huh. Guess it's the last one. Guess we're supposed to see this as a happy ending. So yeah, except nobody came out of this story happy. There's the grape juice Ingrid was drinking. He's probably never spoiled me with Dirk. So he drank grape juice. I'm not seeing the logic here. Mr. told me all about it when he was hospitalized a few years ago. He said grape juice has something in it that helps you relax. Really? Are you sure he was talking about regular plain old grape juice? It sounds like he was talking about the fermented variety. Nah, I couldn't have meant that. I mean, we're talking about a T-rated game here. They would have lost something like that in. Right, let's just leave it at that. Let's see. There's a chair over here. It's a single chair. So it's apparently tied to this chair. Let's take a closer look. Should try to cover every angle possibility. Slide the touchscreen or use a circle pad to look around carefully in this area. What does that mean? Oh. Look, it's blood right here. Poor Miss Faye. She must have been tied up to this chair. I can just imagine how much her backside must have hurt singing for so long. It would have been torture for you, I bet. I mean, you don't know how to sit still. If by that you mean I can stay active, then I have to agree with you. Okay. I meant to look at the blood, but... Is like another... There we go. Look, there's a blessing on one of the chair legs. Really? Hey, you're right. I completely missed that. Let's move the chair so we can check under it. There's more blood under the chair leg. I wonder what it's doing there. There's some luminol here. Oh, I should do some testing around it. Okay. How do I do this again? Ah, fuck. Wait, what? Am I just this? Okay. Look. Oh, it's a trail. Leading from the sarcophagus. Shit. The blessing leads all the way to the sarcophagus. Ema, is this Mr. Binga's blood? Hold on 1 second. Huh? That's strange. I didn't get a match. So then, what is it? Dirk and Miss Faye weren't wounded as far as we know. And the blood isn't wiped up by someone for some reason. Yeah, that's strange too. Mysterious bloodstain. Doesn't belong to the victim. And already wiped up. Okay. Now we just gotta look at the rope. Or not. There's a blessing on the floor. It's already been mostly wiped up, but the scene leads all the way to the sarcophagus. I wonder whose blood it is. And you're not gonna say shit about the fucking rope? You know, anything to say about it? I suppose not. Okay then. Wait a minute, I missed something. There's another blood stain over there. Or not. Someone could have hid it behind these curtains. Here, I'll give it a try. Well, can you tell I'm hiding here? No, I can't tell at all. That's it. That's the perfect hiding place. We did it, Apollo. We solved the case. Calm down, bitches. The royal guards searched the tomb high and low right after they stormed in. And they said no one was in here besides Mr. Inga, Dirk, and Miss Faye. Well, fuck. My brilliant deduction, destroyed in 3 sentences. I really think I might have missed something. No, that was just a fucking... Yeah, it was. Okay, might be. Okay, can we look at these things yet? One of the statues is broken. Let's take a closer look. This thing is more splinter than statue now. The bolt from the victim's gun did a real number on it. Seems like something you could get cursed for, you know? In Mr. Inga's case, I'd say getting here to take a punch is curse enough. Yeah, but don't curses extend to the afterlife? You need to stop taking what Naida says so seriously. I'm perfectly capable of thinking for myself. Okay. I see something sparkling right there. Oh, maybe that's the bullet? Huh? There's nothing shiny down there. Nope. It's a pendant. There's blood on it. I wonder who it belongs to. All he knows it's not the victim's. No one in the royal family recognized it. Emma, did you lose any fingerprints from it? I did, but I wasn't able to get a clean one. That's too bad. But the blood turned out to be the victim's. That means it must have fallen here from the course of the murder. It might be Dirk's. Should probably ask him about it later. Okay. The Metatama, I think. Did it come from the broken statue? Look, Apollo, there's another one. Yeah, they're all in the dudes. But the other statues only have one each. Oh, you're right. I think this statue was special or something. Okay, then. What is this? Look, there's a bullet here. It's from the pistol the victim was carrying. My guess is he tried to shoot his attacker, but missed, and the bullet ended up here. We've already determined the rifling marks to be a match to his gun. Rifling marks? Aren't those... Oh, shall I explain? The science behind it is absolutely fascinating. No, bitch. We're alright. Fucking lawyers. You're so smart. Bitch, you do realize we can hear you. Okay. I'm surprised that, like, we haven't... There's a lot of that stuff that I thought would have been taken into evidence, but, like, it hasn't. But, okay, then. So... That's that side? Oh, another mural. A baby on a lotus blossom? That's a strange painting. Apparently that's part of a mural depicting the life and times of Queen Amara. You know, like a storyboard or something. So, that baby's supposed to be Amara? This one depicts Amara preaching to the faithful. It's hard to think of words, but I've never seen anything like it. Let's see, the next one is that Dirk? Why does he have horns? My best guess is depicts the first time Amara and Duke met. Dirk. So he's supposed to be some kind of demon who's seducing her. Well, he was successful since they got married after that. The road continues on the opposite wall. Alright, but I already read that, I believe. I missed something. Oh, this thing right here. It's full of ash. My guess would be this is an incense burner. Hey, look, Apollo. There's something in the ashes. Let's see what it is. Is that a gemstone? What is it doing here? I got this one covered, Apollo. Would you like to hear my brilliant theory? Well, fuck, I got nothing better to do. You know people make wishes by throwing coins into a fountain, right? Well, you know, on second thought, I'm good. What? You sure you don't need to hear my theory? I was just about to get to the good part. Let's just ask Ema. That'll be much quicker. Yo, Ema, what's this gemstone doing here? Oh, that? Oh, it's one of, yeah, it's not a gem, it's a button. Albeit a very expensive one from the victim's jacket. Must have fallen off and gotten in there somehow. But it was closed, was it? See? Every puzzle has an answer, Athena. Well, I thought my idea was pretty good. But wait, what's with this suit? See here, on the gemstone. Hey, right. Taken suit. Right, it was... how did it get there? Alright, now that's it. Nope, I think we're just about everything. Maybe we should go over what we've learned so far. Starters, we're dealing with a locked room murder. But instead of the tomb being locked, it was being cordoned off by the royal guard. And after the murder, no one was found to be hiding inside. Right. In addition, we also know Dirk's fingerprints are all over the murder weapon. The curtain around the sarcophagus was drenched in the victim's blood on one side. The blood must have gotten on the killers. The blood must have gotten on the killer when they stabbed him from behind. Dirk had blood on him when the crime was first discovered. Unfortunately, he doesn't remember what happened. This isn't good. So what we know so far is things couldn't be worse for our case. And that's still not understanding somehow. Yeah, it's looking pretty grim. Oh, if you two are done here, I'll have to ask you to leave. Go on, Scoot. What's wrong? Why are you trying to give us the boot? It's just easy if not here with this when his ephemeral holiness arrives. Speak of the devil. Prosecutor Sanmati. Detective Sky. It seems you've spoken at length with these two lawyers. I do hope you've also kept an eye on them. Yeah, of course. Like a hawk, they didn't touch a single thing. Ha 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 ha. Give a lawyer an inch, and they'll take a mile. Never forget that. Hear that look of distrust again. Yo, Nayuta, do you really believe that Dirk's guilty? And are you really gonna prosecute this nigga? I mean, he's your father. You were once part of the Divine Dragons, weren't you? Hey, Nayuta, wait! Bitch, wait! Come on, Daniel, let's go after him. Huh? Oh, alright. I'm just gonna stare at, what's her name? Ema? Wait, so where'd he go? Probably outside. May 18th, Garana Palace, Royal Residence. Nayuta, would you stop already, dude? What do you want? It's about Dirk. Would you please hear me out? I fail to see why I should. Now, if you'll excuse me. Bitch, are you afraid of what I have to say? If not, then there's no harm in listening, right? Very well, speak. But make it quick. There's much I must do. Why does everything have to be so difficult with this nigga, dude? He better look at my attorney's badge. Why is that badge before me? Remember how we used to talk about what we wanted to be back when we were kids? I wanted to be a lawyer, and you, a prosecutor. You said you wanted to prosecute bad guys to make sure they got punished. Yes, passing judgment upon evil. That is my calling, and it is why I've taken this case. Are you saying Dirk is evil? He who goes against what is righteous and holy? I shall reap his soul with all my power, whoever he may be, for that is my role. Then I'm going to beat your ass. No B. I mean, yes, with B. So, I know you've been prosecuting Dirk's case, but aren't there any other prosecutors in this country? Why does it have to be you? Her Eminence, Queen Garon, personally requested that I serve as prosecutor. She did? Well, that wouldn't make it hard to say no. Her Eminence thinks highly of my prosecutorial skills. But still, she didn't have to ask you to handle a case against your own father. Be honest, you really don't want to do this, do you? You speak of love and sentiment. I guess I do. I do not deny such human emotions, but the law is the law, and placing personal feelings above it is beyond reprieve. Do you disagree? Well, no, I don't disagree, but civilizations only exist due to the confines of the law. Without them, love and sentiment would lack the fertile soil they need to flourish. Do you disagree? No, but the law must be obeyed. This truth sits above all else, including personal feelings. Therefore, whether or not I am the son of the accused is of no consequence. It is that simple. Or would you say otherwise? But come on, Apollo, tell me how wrong he is. But don't you, wish it wasn't that way? Lord help me with this nigga. It appears I've wasted my breath on you. And the winner is Prosecutor Samadhi. Flawless victory. Still spilling empty words devoid of meaning or consequence, I see. You putrid bitch, nigga. Ugh. I know I'm right, but he's so eloquent about his point. It's like he's trying to cover something up with his pretty words. Apollo, I'd get back on the debates with him if I were you. Just say the questions like the one you wanted to ask. Now, I wanted to ask you about that hostage situation. You said he had someone dear to Dirk in the palm of his hand, and he's using that person, along with his hostage, as leverage to maintain that orb. That's news to me. Well, that's what Inga said. I thought he was bluffing about that too, to be honest. You kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. My fate and my only, how shall I say, insurance, Dirk. What? I got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kind of things I could do, right? Glad you're saying things my way. I got the impression Dirk had no choice but to follow Inga's demands after he heard that. So, who do you suppose this special person is? I wouldn't know. That's Cap. Yo, Nayuta, about what you just said. Ow! My bracelet's crushing my wrist! Ah, shit! What the fuck kind of magic is that, dude? I'm wise to your tricks, you bitch nigga. That bracelet reacts to the anxieties of the people around you by squeezing your wrist. But now that I know how it works, I can make it tighten around your wrist at any time I wish. Consider this a warning, bitch. Yeah. I don't know how he did it, but it sounds my bracelet fucking useless. Such devilry is powerless in the face of the... Nigga, do you know what you just did? You did more devilry than that fucking bracelet, bro. You did some... I don't know, bro. Some magical shit. Looks like you're such a power won't work against Prosecutor Samadhi, Apollo. Try something else. Well, cool, because I want to stare at him for 10 minutes anyway. Ah, you're right. I'm going to have to ask Dirk about this. It appears... Question mark? You intend to go through a trial, you have no hope of winning. Grow up, Mr. Justice. We are no longer children, you and I. Which, I'm not the one who need to grow up, Nayuta. In case you didn't hear, I won my last case against none other than Mr. Wright. Yeah, you tell him, Apollo. Is he mad? I can never tell with him. This trial is different. Your foolishness will earn you a death sentence for aiding and abetting a criminal, and those who die as criminals are doomed to be reborn in the next life as something lower than a bug or vegetable. You'll be lucky to return to this realm as a patch of mold. Mold? Fuck, dude. If you wish to avert such a fate, abandon this folly before it's too late. I don't care if I end up as a dollop or blue cheese dressing in my next life. I'm gonna defend Dirk in court. Dumbass. Know this. I intend to prosecute the accused with all my might, no matter what you say or do. Consider yourself forewarned. Now, if you'll excuse me. Somebody knows his father will probably get executed if he's found guilty. Yet he won't show even an ounce of mercy. Sorry about my chair. Ayuda, is this the real you? Have you really changed? Do you really plan on sending Dirk to the Shadow Realm? Do you even hear me? Don't Dirk and I matter to you anymore? To be continued.